Hello, my name's Buster.
And my name's Boots.
And welcome back to the Beam AI Racing Series for Race 2.
Yes, the qualifying has been done, the times have been set, and the grid positions have been decided.
They certainly have been. You know what, I'm super psyched to see how these vehicles get on. It's been a long time coming, but the qualifying itself was interesting.
No, it was, yes, but it's worth noting that we've allowed the vehicles some tinkering time on their suspension, so you will notice that the ride heights are definitely higher on these vehicles now.
Yeah, precisely, because you know what, I think that's going to help them out a lot when it comes to the jumps over the tabletop and the pyramid. I think it's going to help them out a lot.
Yes, I think it will. I mean, it'd be interesting to see, because already these vehicles aren't allowed slicks. As you can see, quite a lot of the track is dirt, and so in testing before the qualifying, we noticed there was a lot of trouble with the slicks.
Well, exactly, yes. So there's no slicks allowed. We've got heightened suspension on these vehicles, so it's time to get started. Heat 1 with 8 vehicles. The LeGran is in pole position, so it's ready to see if the LeGran can pull away and hold that position.
Yeah, of course, because as we always say, these are knockout races, and so the vehicle that finishes last, whoa, Kinex 06 had some trouble in the Pessima.
Meanwhile, Tobieh in the Covet went flying and has spun out Kinex 06. Abdul-Munaim 96 in the Bolide is also getting into some trouble here. Oh no, Exo-Ace has lost his rear bumper.
Yes, that did not last. Oh, meanwhile, the Sintilla is spinning out Abdul in the Bolide. The I-Series is staying under control. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on here as always. So Tobieh in the Covet is doing, oh no, Tobieh spun out.
Oh dear. Oh goodness, great overtake by the LeGran there, which is falling apart as well.
Yeah, these two vehicles, they were the stars, I thought, of the qualifying. They both did quite well. It's the blue LeGran and the red I-Series are going at it as always.
Yeah, it's oh goodness. Exo-Ace's Vivace is falling apart. So wow, look at him fly. Nothing's going to stop this little French car. Oh well, whoop! I spoke too soon. It's just spun out.
Meanwhile, the battle between the LeGran and the I-Series. Oh no, we've got to roll. The I-Series has just lost it and rolled.
Wow, that was a.
She fell over.
Well, exactly, yeah. So on board with the LeGran, looking back at the I-Series, look what happens. It lands on the front left and just bounces upwards, and that roll is violent.
Wow, bits flying off into space.
The poor old I-Series, wow, okay, so the I-Series rolled quite a bit in the qualifying, I remember, so having lots of trouble, and that suspension being slightly higher might even be causing it some more trouble.
Well, he's just got to figure out how to land it properly, hasn't he? That's the problem. You've got to be under control, got to be precise. It's an art form.
Yeah, so that's what we call the tabletop that the I-Series just jumped over and just rolled. I mean, that was probably a record there. Meanwhile, the Wendover's falling apart but crosses the line. We're now on lap 2. Oh no, what happened? Oh, what happened there? Okay, we had a bit of a connection there. Kinex 06, I think has had some trouble in that Pessima. Yeah, Tobieh is still going. The Pessima's stuck there. Tobieh is flying gracefully and about to cross the line again.
So, whoa, look at the flight of the Covet. Flying beautifully. Oh my goodness. The Vivace is also coming to cross the line.
Wow, okay, so we changed the graphic to lap 2 when the vehicle in first position, oh, bit of a tap, it crosses into lap 2. Okay, so, oh my goodness, these two are my favourites, I think.
Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, that was uncalled for. Abdul-Munaim 96 is stuck. Oh dear, Sintilla's flying like Superman. Oh, and it rolled again. We have another roll. Oh dear, we've had another roll. You missed the finish line. Oh, goodness. So on board with the Sintilla here, flies gracefully, but you can see that front left drops first. Oh goodness, and sends it into a roll, and it goes backwards past the finish line.
Yeah, that's a shame because if the Sintilla was at least in the middle of the road, it would have crossed the line, but unfortunately just missed. So now I don't know if the Sintilla is going to be incapacitated or not, but this Italian car has to figure out now how to get going again and hopefully back on track.
Yes, the Wendover, muscle car Wendover is going for it, just coming down now and also crossing the line, but the Sintilla looks like confused.
Okay, Exo-Ace is still flying gracefully, almost spun out. Oh, he didn't. Okay, yeah, he did spin out. Okay, so Kinex 06 and the Pessima's got some trouble there. The LeGran's still going. Tobieh's still just about going. So remember though, if more than one vehicle is sort of incapacitated, doesn't finish the race, then we have to do the old tiebreakers.
Yes, Tobieh's doing pretty well though in the Covet, still going. Oh goodness, the LeGran is stuck. XO-Ace is flying beautifully, look at that, and ready to cross the line. Is he going to keep it on the control? Nicely done, and cross the line. Now, I think that's the Vivace in first place.
Meanwhile, Abdul 96 is still stuck. The bowline's giving up. What are you doing, sir? No! Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so Tobieh has managed to hit the I-series that was sitting there. Abdul 96 in the bowline is stuck on the barrier.
Yep, that's that. Okay, yeah, that's the end of the bowline. The bowline is, doesn't want to continue.
So, end of heat one. First position was the Wendover, driven by Aegis, by the way. Don't forget Aegis. And the Vivace in second place, driven by XO-Ace. So Aegis has done pretty well in the Wendover and was put up quite a big fight, to be honest, and managed to finish in first position. So, well done for Aegis there. And then XO-Ace in second position.
Good. So, original grid positions.
Yes, precisely. So back to the original grid positions for Heat 1, Tiebreaker 1. So we have to, unfortunately, someone has to be knocked out. So we have to keep going on tiebreakers until, we unfortunately have a loser for Heat 1.
Okay, so we were just on, oh goodness, Connexo 06 and the Pessimists flying over everyone. Oh goodness gracious, everyone spun out. Tobieh in the Covet is trying to get past the Sintilla, but seems to have taken off the Scintilla's wing mirror. So you might want to give that back, sir.
Nice overtake by the Sintilla just in front of the I-series, putting the Sintilla in third position. Connexo 06 and the Pessimists in second, the LeGran's in first. But everyone's spinning out. Oh no, they've managed to stay quite under control there. Oh no, Tobieh's now spun out as well. Sintilla and the I-series are battling. Oh goodness, the front of the I-series is falling apart.
Abdul 96 has just spun out in the bowline. I mean, that's quite a beast of a vehicle to control, so, I've heard it's very difficult to drive. And the Sintilla as well. And can you imagine? How dare you? The Sintilla just knocked the barrier.
Yes, exactly. How dare you? Past the Tree of Wisdom. But yeah, so this track is a very difficult track for these vehicles, some of them, because they're not really designed for it. But never mind, that's part of the fun. Okay, so Connexo 06 is battling the LeGran to get past that at the end of the first lap, I think. Connexo 06 is still going at it. The I-Series didn't roll this time.
Yes, I'm surprised the I-Series is able to run after the roll from earlier would have probably made the driver very dizzy.
Exactly. So this is battle now. I think this is battle for first place. The LeGran and the Pessima driven by Connexo 06. And Tobieh in the Covet is still flying. See if he can cross. Oh no, we've got a roll. We've got another roll. Everyone calm down. We've got a roll. Sideways. Oh, and another roll.
Oh dear. Okay, goodness gracious. So Tobieh in the Covet, again that front left side bounces first, and then the rear bounces over the front. So you get sort of going head over heels, or heels over head, literally, and rolling. Then the Covet sort of lands on its side and slides into a tree, unfortunately. But then the Sintilla just comes flying straight after, so we don't barely get a chance to catch our breath, and the Sintilla comes flying back and upside down, or well, the right way up, but back way forwards and forward back, or something like that.
Yes, the technical terms. Yes, very good. So another angle here. So the Scintilla's flying. Again, the front left is down. So the front left smacks the tarmac first, and just sends the Sintilla into a roll, and then slides upside down, and then right way up, and then rear ends the roof of the Covet.
I have a feeling that we will be having another tiebreaker here, because since none of these vehicles can actually make the home straight. That's the home straight, by the way.
Certainly is. Okay, so LeGran, which is one of the best kicks out of control. Oh goodness! Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Can we get a replay? Something weird happened there. Let me see what happened. Okay, so Connexo 06 and a Pessima passes the LeGran and somehow knocks that front left wheel, and it seems to snap the axles at the front, and so that means that now the LeGran has lost all steer.
Yeah, what were you about? You were literally just about to praise the oops-a-daisy. Okay, Abdul 96 has just rear-ended the LeGran. Meanwhile, Connexo 06 is crossing the line, and the Pessima is relatively staying out of trouble. Oh my goodness, freeway, everyone.
Calm down. Whoa, this is a family show. Okay, so the LeGran is stuck. Oh dear. Okay, so the I-Series, let's see if the I-Series can make it without rolling. Nicely controlled by Abdul 96, and he just crosses the line, but he sideways crosses the line. Meanwhile, the I-Series is still going. Well done, I-Series, and well done, Abdul 96 as well, for making it across the line before you spun out, or you spun out once you crossed the line. So fair enough.
Okay, anyway, waffling as usual. So the Sintilla is still going, just going around the horseshoe. We call that the horseshoe, by the way. Forgetting myself all the names we have for everything. But oh no, the Sintilla spun out. Oh dear, this is not going very well, is it? Are these not supposed to be professionals? Because we've got nothing but trouble here, and all the vehicles look like they're falling apart. They all look like they should be on a scrap heap.
Well, they didn't start that way, but I guess they are looking like that now. Okay, anyway. So, Scintilla's, this is over the tabletop into the home straight, I think. Sideways. And then we've got Bolide going over the pyramid down into the Dust Bowl Alley. But spun out yet again.
Come on, Abdul M96, come on, get it going. Come on, sir, we need to get you round. You know, I know you had nothing but trouble in the qualifying, but now your heightened suspension. Oh, wait a minute, an alert here that the Scintilla has also died, unfortunately. It's incapacitated completely. So, I think we will be having another tiebreaker.
Yeah, and sideways, backwards, oh goodness gracious. Well, there is one thing about the Bolide. It is definitely the entertainer. It's definitely entertaining us quite well, I must say. Abdul's driving is entertaining us in the Bolide, I have to say. But we are rooting for you, Abdul. Come on, you can do this.
Once it gets going, you can see it falling apart, but once he puts his foot down, you can see it pulls away quickly still.
Yep. Oh, just past the LeGran. Okay, so a quick count here. So we've got the LeGran, which is out of it, and we have the Scintilla as well. Whoops! Nicely dodged and across the line.
Okay, Heat 1, Tiebreaker 1, Rally Spec. First place was the Ibishu Pessima, second the TKI series, and third, Abdul in the Bolide. Original grid positions.
Yes, precisely. So we need another tiebreaker. So the LeGran is still in first. From the beginning of the first race. Original grid positions. The LeGran's up in front, and we've got the Sintilla and Tobieh in the Covet. Whoa, look at that diving attack by the Sintilla onto the LeGran. Whoa, goodness gracious! That allowed Tobieh to cleanly pass. Okay, not completely cleanly, but it was semi-cleanly. Tobieh managed to cross and pass those two vehicles as they were fighting each other. But was not unscathed. It has got a few dents. I'm sure they will polish out, so nobody worry. Sideways, well done. Nicely controlled. Tobieh and the Covet controlled it nicely. Second position currently in this tiebreaker 2 is the LeGran.
Yeah, so goodness knows where the Scintilla is, but oh no, goodness gracious. Under control, over the transition to the tarmac, and is still okay. Meanwhile, the Scintilla is lost.
Yes, the Scintilla does look like, the Scintilla does look like it's lost.
So what were you going to say earlier?
Yes, so the LeGran I thought was quite nicely balanced and done really well in the qualifying, and I thought that it would be easy for the LeGran to do this because it's nicely balanced, but it's just had nothing but trouble.
Yeah, it has. I mean, my money's probably on Augus's Wendover, I think, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I really like the Covet. Yeah, the Covet driven by Tobieh and the X-Oasis Vivace. I do like those two. They're interesting vehicles to me.
Okay, Scintilla now is in last place and is about to be eliminated, and I think it's going to be the first vehicle eliminated.
Yeah, goodness, had nothing but trouble, this Scintilla, and it's smoking. I think that's the clutch as well, goodness knows what. But anyway, the LeGran is still going. I think is in first place or second place. I can't remember.
Yes, well, you should have made your notes. You should keep an eye on this. You are supposed to be the professional.
Whoa, I never said I was a professional. I thought you were.
Wait. But then what are we doing here, then? Are we supposed to be doing... How did we even get this job? We don't have any qualifications or experience in commentating.
Well, yeah. Well, we did do Season 1.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we did do Season 1, didn't we?
Yes, so that's our experience. Anyway, Scintilla is flying. In the distance, you saw the...
Backwards, come on, sir!
All you had to do was roll backwards across the line. You would have been fine. But unfortunately, the Scintilla's lost. And it looks like the Scintilla wants to go to the paddock area with all the other... Oh, goodness gracious.
Why do we even bother, eh? Why do we bother these vehicles? They're just so confused. We don't know... I don't think they know what they're doing.
No, but the Scintilla... Oh, goodness. The Scintilla's smoking. I think that's the clutch as well as the engine itself smoking like mad. Oh, dear. Crosses the line. But I think that was the end of the first lap, though, so the Scintilla's not safe yet.
Here comes the Covet. Flies across the line gracefully. Now, I think sideways are the Scintilla. Sideways, Scintilla. Sideways. Scintilla ways.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, so the Scintilla's sliding like crazy, and I'm just wondering whether I think the Sintilla's in last place, isn't it? Because I think it got lapped by the other vehicles.
Yeah, so I think the other two vehicles did lap the Sintilla, so it's literally just a pride thing now, just like, can I finish this? The Sintilla is trying to at least finish the race under its own steam. This is the final bend here. The horseshoe, is what we call it. Yeah, so the horseshoe and the pothole of wisdom and the tree of wisdom.
Yes, precisely. Anyway, we haven't got all day, come on. So the Sintilla's struggling here. You can see that heightened suspension, which may have helped a bit, but it's still... Oh dear. Having a lot of trouble here, the Sintilla. I mean, it's a... Oh goodness. Round again. Oh, that's the end of that then.
So, oh goodness gracious. Okay, here comes Derek to help to save the day. So first place was the Bruckell LeGran. Second place is the Covet, driven by Tobieh. So that means those two vehicles are safe. So we are now done with Heat 1. Oops, a daisy. Okay, oh dear, that'll polish out, I hope. I'm sure it will, don't worry. I hope we're insured for Derek's shenanigans.
But yeah, I hope so too. But I'm sure it'll be fine. He is a professional, you know. He does do his best.
Do you mean like a professional, as in like what you were inferring that you and I are, as in we're quite the opposite of professionals?
Yes. So when I say Derek is a professional, I used to say that he's not, and he is actually the opposite of a professional.
Very good. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, eliminated is the Sintilla. Is the first vehicle eliminated. Now, Heat 2, 7 vehicles. Wendover's driven by Orgis in pole position, followed by XO8 in the Vivace, Connexo 06 in the Pessima.
And we are on board with the Covet driven by Tobieh, so let's see how we get on here. And of course, Abdul, oh no! Abdul got tapped by the LeGran, but managed to stay under control. Oh dear, it's a battle to remain in control there. Meanwhile, the LeGran, oh no, a LeGran and the Covet, driven by Tobieh, has overtaken the Bolide. Then Tobieh just nicely overtook the LeGran. Nice driving there.
Meanwhile, XO8 is going sideways in the Vivace. Okay, and the I-Series is on 2 wheels and just rolled over.
She fell over.
Certainly did. It's absolute pandemonium, I say. Okay, so Abdul's fighting back here, managed to get back in front of the LeGran. Oh, and XO8 has managed to overtake the I-Series.
Meanwhile, we have our dual cam.
Yes, it's a new feature, is the dual cam. When two things of interest happen at the same time, and yeah, we just play both.
Yeah, why not? Okay, so Orgis in the Wendover, I think in first position, followed by Connexo 06 in the Pessima, both of them crossing the line.
Goodness gracious, Tobieh's rolled again. Whoa, spectacular.
Tobieh, will you please stay out of the tree? Do we have to keep taking you out of the tree? I don't know why the Covet keeps going into the tree. We need to tell Tobieh to stay away from the tree. Yes, watch out for that tree, as George of the Jungle says.
Well, yeah, but it was a very interesting role. I have to say, a very interesting role. But unfortunately, oh no. Yes, so I was just thinking here. So if Tobieh cannot get out of the tree.
Yep, stuck in the tree.
If Tobieh can't get out of the tree, then he will be unfortunately eliminated.
Yes, well, unless any other vehicles get incapacitated. Oh no, got an I-Series roll, and I roll. I know an ace roll, and I roll and an ace roll, and a Covet roll. Everyone's rolling! Okay. You see, I think the problem with this, I think it's something to do with the Earth spinning on its axis. I think the way that the Earth is spinning is somehow putting the vehicles out, you know, as they're jumping over that ramp. And I think it's something to do with the spin of the axis. It throws the centre of balance slightly off.
Wait, okay, yeah, who are you, Mr. Physicist now?
Well, yeah, just explaining, because, like, you know, that's why everything's going so wrong and everyone's rolling.
Interesting idea. Maybe you should write a thesis about that, just to sort of explain why you think that's happening.
Yes, I think that's on my list of things to do. So, yes, XO8 also rolls, as we said. Glorious rolls from everyone, I have to say. But the rolls are great. But you see, the problem with the roll is that it's a roll, and it damages the car, and likelihood that, the likelihood of you surviving being able to drive off after that is probably quite minimal.
Oh dear. Yes, so in any case, if more than one vehicle is incapacitated after all those rolls, then we will have a tiebreaker. Backwards! Backwards. The Bolide, after driving the Bolide's gone backwards again. The connects. Oh, okay, so, oh goodness gracious, so the I-Series is still going.
And oh goodness, so the Bolide from Abel's going up. Well, that was close. That was very close. Wow. So we haven't actually had any... oh, nice overtake by Abdul. Oh, okay. I said that a bit too soon. Now he's facing the wrong way.
Or just in the Wendover, it's just about to cross the line. The Pessima spun out. You see in the dual cam there, XOA spinning out. Oh dear. Everyone is spinning out. So the Bolide is trying to get back on the track again. Hopefully is able to.
Yeah, I hope so, because I do like the Bolide. Oh, cross the line. Kinnick's owner 06 crosses the line. And the LeGran now also coming down across the line. You can see Tobieh's Covet is still in the tree.
Yes, it is. Oh no, oh dear. Yep, and so the Bolide has spun out again. I can't believe this. This is German engineering at its best. The I-Series is still running after all of those rolls.
Yeah, there were quite a lot of rolls there. And so it's quite quite interesting that the I-Series is still going.
So the Bolide, is back on the track again, heading up over to the tabletop. Oops, sail the control, don't spin out. Come on, we've got... Spins out again.
The I-Series is still going, ready to cross the line. You can still see the Covet stuck in the tree. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but it's quite funny.
Okay, anyway, the Bolide is still going, down into the horseshoe and about to cross...
Okay. About to spin out again, I think, is the correct thing to say.
Yes, so the Tree of Wisdom's there. Perhaps we can consult the Tree of Wisdom and ask, how can you make the Bolide drive better? Oh, you're going the wrong way. Come on, we're behind you here. Come on, we want you to...
Cool, because the Covet is stuck in a tree. Stop laughing and be professional.
Okay, I'm trying my best to not laugh, but anyway...
Stop laughing! You're making us look bad.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I don't even know anymore. But the Covet's stuck in a tree, and the Bolide's got bits of it hanging off.
Okay, good. So end of heat 2. Number first place is Solly Wendover, driven by August. Nicely done. Second place is the Pessima, driven by Kinnick's over 06. And oh dear, Derek.
Oh dear, Derek. You haven't got carte blanche to damage the vehicles, even though they're already damaged. Oh dear, oh me, look at that. Oh dear, I am so sorry, Tobieh. This is your Covet, and you can put your complaints to Beam AI Racing Series, PO Box 2481, Gibraltar GX11 1AA. If you have any complaints, oh dear. So I think I'm expecting a written complaint from Tobieh now, because Derek has destroyed his car, unfortunately.
Well, to be fair though, Tobias he did take the Covet into a tree.
Well, yeah, he did, but I mean, it doesn't give Derek carte blanche just to destroy the vehicle even more, does it?
Well, to be honest, if you've wrapped it into a tree, then it'll probably.
Anyway, moving on. So the Covet by Tobieh is the second vehicle eliminated.
Okay, so August in the Wendover's in first position, and the Kinnick's 06 is second place in the Pessima.
So now it's time to see how can... Oh no, Kinnick's 06 has managed to roll. Oh, wow, that was then as a hit by the I-Series. We got a dual cam there, so you can see on board with the Bolide. So an interesting second perspective on board with the Bolide.
Good. August at Wendover's doing pretty well. The car's looking nice and tidy. Meanwhile, there's these two battling out as usual. Okay, and then the Vivace, driven by XOA, just hit the back of the car in front of it and spun out. Oh no, Kinnick's 06 is now spun out.
Now, come on, let's see. Come on, let's all try and will our energy to the Bolide to get the Bolide round the track without spinning out. Come on, Bolide. Come on, Abdul. You can do this. We're behind you. We're behind you. We are behind you. Oh, he spun out again.
Yeah, we were willing the Bolide. Oh no, oh goodness. The I-Series, which has been repaired, has just hit the side of the Bolide. Well, the Vivace is falling apart. Or just crosses the line in the Wendover.
Beautifully jumped. That was a beautiful jump. That was lovely. Okay.
Lovely. Really, was it lovely?
I don't know. It's just using my vocabulary, just coming up with different words to use. Oh no, Bolide spun out. Nice overtake by the LeGran, falling apart as usual. August is staying out of trouble relatively. Apart from that, yeah, bit of a dent, some dents on the back. The bumper's hanging off, and the lights are smashed. But apart from that,
Vivace X-Rays crosses the line, followed by the LeGran, which also crosses the line, and that looks like it's falling apart.
Orges again, I think, is up in first position, staying out of trouble. We've got a dual cam here. You can see that, oh goodness, T-bone to the bow line. But we just saw the other car cross the line there. So Pessima's down Dust Bowl Alley. The car is relatively in one piece.
Yeah, I think Orges has got a nice little shot there of the Pessima there. Okay, so Orges is driving the Wendover and down into, oh goodness, there's a few extra dents on it now. I think the Orges now crossed the line, down, nice jump there by the LeGran, followed by the Bolide, stay, control, oh dear, nice little spin at the end, but just missed the gantry to finish the lap.
The Pessima now crosses the line, and again is like relatively in one piece. Oh goodness, this is going to be interesting. So the Vivace is trying to stay in control. Oh dear, hitting down the barriers. Yeah, goodness gracious. Come on, you got this. Oh, very nicely done. XOH just reverses over the line.
Oh dear, okay, we've got smoke. We have smoke, and the LeGran is having some trouble there by the looks of it. Oh no, the LeGran's lost all drive by the looks of it. Nice overtake by the I-Series. Just drives calmly round the LeGran and up and down into the home straight, which I think we should call the rolling alley or something. We'll have to come up with a name.
So far then, it looks like the LeGran is incapacitated. I don't think the LeGran is going to be able to make it. Oh, the Bolide crosses the line. Abdul with M96, you're safe. Cross the line, and so it looks to me that if the LeGran doesn't get moving, oh no, my mistake. Yes. So the Bolide has one more lap to do.
Whoops! Oh goodness! All sorts of wonky-looking camber there on the front of the Bolide. It does look like it's falling apart a little bit, but if the Bolide can pass the LeGran and cross over for the end of its second lap,
yes, it will be safe. Abdul will be safe.
Question is, though, can the LeGran get going? And I don't think it will. I think the LeGran looks like it's incapacitated.
As the Bolide goes down into Dust Bowl Alley, and almost spinning out. Come on, keep it under control. Okay, so we didn't spin out at least, but we did have to go to a complete stop, unfortunately.
So I think, okay, so it looks like to me that the Bolide's going to make it. As long as nothing crazily untoward happens, I think it's falling apart a bit.
Yep, the Bolide down into the horseshoe, but has spun out over just as that transition from dirt to tarmac has spun out. But it looks to me that, so far there's no smoke.
Yeah, so far there's no smoke. And thankfully it still has drive. There's some camber issues and stuff, but yeah, there's no smoke.
Yeah, so I don't see any sort of clutch smoke or anything like that, so I think maybe it's going to be all right.
Yep, past the pothole of wisdom and the tree of wisdom.
Precisely, and just has to pass. Oh, that was uncalled for. A little knock there by the Bolide onto the LeGran, so it looks like, yep, the Bolide, Abdul M96, crosses the line and is now safe.
Precisely, so heat 3. Oh goodness, here comes Derek. Okay, first place is the Wendover driven by Orges still. Second place is the Pessima driven by Kinect 06. So they are, first and second still.
And so, of course, if you do, it's hard work to work your way up to the front of the pack. But once you do, it means you are in first position for the next race.
Precisely, and I think, Derek, you've ripped off the LeGran's bonnet.
Well, I think the Americans call it hood.
Well, yeah, because bonnet sounds like a posh hat, but that's just, I guess, what we call it.
Okay, eliminated is Bruckell, LeGran, Rally, Spec, and you can see the hood is just sitting there next to, just don't pay too much attention about the damage and the fact that Derek just ripped it off. Just look somewhere else. Look the other way.
Okay, heat 4, 5 cars remaining. So, as we said, Orges, the Wendover's in first position still, Kinect 06 in the second position.
Whoa, beautiful overtake there by XOAce in the Vivace, but I think he's got himself all caught up now. The I-Series is now in last position. Oh no, the Bolide's spun out. Oh, the Bolide's now in last position. There's the risk of being eliminated. Meanwhile, XOAce is, he's got taken a ride on the back of the Origins Wendover, just sort of chilling out, just chilling out for a ride.
Okay. I-Series looking pretty... Oh, 2 wheels unrolled again. Oh dear, the I-Series has rolled again. Now, I don't know whether the I-Series can actually get back onto his wheels. If so, then good for the I-Series. Otherwise, it's at risk of being eliminated.
Yep. Oh, goodness gracious. So the Pessima and the Vivace attacking each other there, which allowed the Wendover to pass.
Okay, so here we go. So the I-Series is getting back on the road. The back end of Origins' Wendover is looking worse for wear. But that was when the Vivace driven by XO8 was stuck in the back. Meanwhile, in the dual cam, we can see what's happening at the same time. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Meanwhile, the Wendover and the Pessima cross the line. And, just passed. Oh, yeah, you saw the Bolide spun up. Yet again.
So, nice flight by the Vivace. Down into the home straight, crosses the line for the end of the first lap.
Precisely. Oh, look at the flight. Oh, wow, that felt like the Vivace was in the air for ages. Oh, whoops. Okay, just about under control, spun out, but no rolling.
Yeah, and it looks like there's some body parts of the car stuck underneath it. It's undressing himself as he crosses the line. Wendover, I think, is in first position, and the Pessima is in second position again. Managed to regain that space from the Vivace earlier on, and so these two are in first and second place. Now the question is, can they hold it?
Okay, it's a battle there for... Kinect 06 is just trying to overtake the Origins Wendover, but it looks like it didn't quite manage it.
Beautiful flight by the Bolide. This is going to lead to the Bolide spinning out again. Oh dear, yeah, again.
So the Pessima, I think, second place. Wendover's in first place. These two vehicles are doing quite well. I think they're both quite well balanced.
Oh dear, 2 wheels, whoops, okay, oh no, okay, so the Bolide has caused all sorts of trouble there. Now that might open up a space for the Vivace to get up into the top of the pack. As XO8 crosses the line, potentially he's got a chance now to work his way back up to the front of the pack again.
Yeah, meanwhile the I-Series passes the Tree of Wisdom over the tabletop, down into the home straight now. See if the I-Series can keep it all under control as it crosses the line. Okay,
brilliant. So, the end of Heat 4, first place is the Wendover, driven by Origins, second is the Pessima, driven by Kinect 06. The Vivace, driven by XO8, is in third position, with the unfortunate moment now where the Bolide, it's been an epic one, Abdul Name 96, it's been an epic one. You've won all the viewers' hearts because we've all been willing the Bolide to get through, but unfortunately, that only takes us so far. Unfortunately, now the next vehicle eliminated, it's the Bolide.
Thank you, Abdul, and I wish you better luck next time.
Okay, Heat 5 and 4 vehicles now. Okay, so Wendover's in first position still, as it has been for a while.
Because that's American engineering, the muscle car. The muscle car, the closest thing we have to a muscle car, and I think that the Wendover...
Bit of a dodgy little jump there by the I-Series, lands on the back of the Vivace and ruins the Vivace's rear wing, but that only... Oh wait, no, it's a battle here for second position, an overtake as the Vivace overtake. Now, okay, so now the Vivace has set his eyes on the Wendover. Now, can the Vivace now get into first position? That's the question.
Oh my goodness, look at this. XO8 spins out Origins. Oh, and the I-Series rolls again in exactly the same position. Meanwhile, okay, so this battle's been running for a while now. It's Origins in the Wendover and Kinect 06 in the Pessima have been battling each other for a while. Now they are literally neck and neck.
Yep, so this is a fight for second position. Looks like the Wendover just won that. So meanwhile, you can see in the dual cam, the I-Series is trying to turn around and maybe feels a little bit lost. Okay, so, which was a bit of an upset. So the XO8 in the Vivace has managed to get into first position. Some quite dramatic driving to get into first position. So oh my goodness, look at this jump. Oh dear, the XO8. Getting all mixed up here, there's so much going on. The I-Series has been also one of the interesting ones to watch, although it hasn't had much luck.
So this XO8 in the Vivace down into the Dust Bowl, and it's looking pretty strong. Oh no, okay, we've had our first T-bone action, crossway action, accident thing.
Very technical terms here, only the best here at BeamNG Racing Series. Only the best commentary.
Yes, so it looks like there's been... So these two have been rivals for the last few races. They've been neck and neck, and now they've collided at the top of... was that the tabletop?
Oh, no. Okay, so we have a roll here now again. Okay, the I-Series has rolled again. Honestly, the I-Series gets onto his wheels, and then rolls again.
You just saw then the Vivace spin out. Okay, so Connect 06 is still going in the Pessima. But the question is, where is the Wendover? That's the front end is pretty ruined, isn't it? As the Pessima now goes down into Dustmont Alley. Oh goodness. Okay, so August is still in it to win it. Okay, but Exo Ace is currently in first position, and oh dear. Yep, it's currently in first position and crossing the line.
Yes, and so this battle between Kinexona 06 and August has been an interesting one. So now it's sideways. Okay, August nicely under control sideways there. Nice flight by the Pessima, and Kinexona 06 crosses the line. I think for the end of... Yeah, that's the first lap, I think, for Kinexona 06.
So, August now, after being in that hot spot, the first position, the pole position, is now in third place, but is safe.
Oh dear, here comes Derek now. Derek's coming now to rescue the ETKI series. Lovely job, just blasé, just drives past and just crashes into it, like just scrapes past. Oh dear, here we go. So the I series now being towed back to the actual paddock because it is the next vehicle that's been eliminated.
Yeah, so this is interesting now because I think the most powerful vehicle of the three remaining is the Vivace, driven by Exoace, but prone to mistakes. And oh dear, Derek's just knocked over the barrier there.
Oh dear, painful. It's painful watching Derek do his job because he's not very good. Okay, so yeah, eliminated ZTK I series rally spec.
So as I was saying, so this is going to be interesting because the strongest one, I think, the most powerful one is the Vivace. But the other two, so Exoace and the Vivace is in first position, pole position, so that's like clean air in front of him. So, but it depends if he overcooks it, potentially on a jump or something could roll. So we've got a dual cam here on board with the Wendover. You can see there is quite a bit of a gap between all these three vehicles.
See, that's the problem. You see, if the Vivace has spins out or has some trouble, although all three vehicles made the same mistake there, so there's still sort of a same sort of gap between them. Although the Vivace is starting to pull away, but can the Vivace stay under control over these jumps?
That's the question, because it just takes one mistake and it's all over. Because it's all to play for now. Because we've only got a couple of heats left. And, there's two more vehicles to be eliminated.
Yeah, so down into the horseshoe, and the Wendover's got some catching up to do.
Past the tree of wisdom.
Yes, exactly, past the tree of wisdom. So the Vivace is looking strong. Now, this is something that throws a lot of vehicles out the home straight here, which on landing on that jump...
Nope, looking strong. Looking strong. Now, I think they've got their work cut out for them. I think if I was...
Oh no, look at that! These two have been battling it, oh my goodness. Or just manages to spin out Kinexona 06 and crosses the line.
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about the first position at the moment. I would be there fighting for second. Because the Vivace is pulling away, and you really want to focus on not being eliminated.
Yeah, exactly, because if you're in third position here, you will be eliminated. And I think, the best thing is to just sort of fight for second, and then take that battle in the final heat for first position.
Yeah, I agree. But it looks now that the Kinexona 06 has been a valiant effort, but unfortunately it's dropping back. And the further back the Pessima drops, the harder it's going to be now, because I think all these vehicles now are on the final lap.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one here.
There's that muscle car. The muscle car's pulling through.
Yes. So the Vivace crosses the line, which is safe, and the Wendover.
Precisely. So it's been a valiant effort. And to be honest, the Pessima wasn't that much further behind, but has crossed the line in third position.
Yep, so that means that the Pessima, driven by Kinexona 06, has been eliminated. First place is the Vivace, second place is the Wendover.
Yes, but I think this is going to be the first vehicle to get back to the Oh no, I was just about to say that the Pessima will be the first vehicle that gets back to the paddock under its own steam, but it just cuts out. The engine just cut out just as it was crossed. Oh dear, Derek.
Oh dear. Yeah, Derek had to tow the Pessima back in the end because the engine cut out. Oh goodness gracious. Yeah. Sorry, Connect 06. Obviously, our ambulance pickup tow vehicle is making a mess of things as usual.
Yep, complaints at BeamAI Racing Series, PO Box 8016, Gibraltar GX111AA.
Yes. Oh dear. Right, okie dokie. That's Derek's game over now.
But who's going to rescue Derek?
Derek! We can't trust you with anything. Oh, look, you can see the Pessima's bumper underneath the back of Derek's vehicle.
Yeah, so what happened? Not sure what happened there. The Pessima crossed the line and then the engine cut out.
Okay, ready to go for the final Heat 7 2 vehicles. The Vivace is in first position, followed by the Wendover. Now, the vehicle with the most power is the Vivace.
It definitely is, but also is prone to mistakes and problems and potentially spinning out or even rolling.
Yes, because I think the Wendover is the vehicle here that I don't think has actually rolled yet. Although it has had some trouble. Okay, it did roll in when they crashed at the top of the crossroad there, and it did roll down off the track. But I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean. I mean, the Wendover is the only vehicle that hasn't gone over a jump, landed, and then rolled. It's crashed and then rolled.
I'm not really sure what the difference is. I'm not really sure what the point is, but let's move on.
Good. Okay. So now the problem here is the Wendover is better balance. And you've got like risk versus reward here. You've got the Vivace is high risk, I would say, and the Wendover is sort of low risk. So the question is, can that sort of lower risk factor go into the Wendover's favour?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting one because the Wendover is more balanced and is a bit slower, whereas, of course, the Vivace is more power, but it's more prone to sort of getting itself into trouble.
Yeah, and it won't take much. It's just one moment. If just one moment, like if the Vivace has some trouble and rolls or gets stuck or something, the Wendover will just sail straight past.
Yeah, I think so. I think August and the Wendover will just sail straight past XOAce and the Vivace. Unless XOAce can hold things down, which is just like round the horseshoe now, past the Tree of Wisdom, and then it's the home straight for the Vivace.
Yep. So here's the Wendover, trying valiantly to catch up, but I think now it's, unless there's some kind of problem here, though, it's spinning out. Is this going to happen? Oh, across the line backwards.
Yeah, that was a close one. I mean, the Vivace, XOAce and the Vivace was trying real hard, and you can see he's putting his foot down and spun out. But can you imagine if the Vivace had spun out and just missed that the line, and then the Wendover could have sailed past and got the win?
Wow, that was a close one.
Yes, that was a real close one.
What an interesting race. Goodness gracious, you never know what's going to happen next, do you?
No, that's part of the fun. It's just like some of these vehicles aren't designed for the track, but I mean, it's part of the interest, part of the fun. That's kind of what it's about at the end of the day.
Exactly. Here we go. So, well, nice driving by XOAce. Okay, so we're back on the track. And the winner of race 2 is the Cherrier Vivace FCV Rally Spec, driven by XOAce.
Brilliant. So, down into the paddock. Oh dear, oh no, oh dear. Now time for a celebratory donut, I imagine.
Nice reverse donut there. And what an interesting race.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I did have my money on the Wendover, as it was sort of the closest to a muscle card that we had here, but well, good driving, XOAce. I do think you deserve the win.